He's coming, my boy. You must make ready.
Years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me, and I did nothing. But now I can.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you.
All right, welcome EV23, welcome Brad Pritchard. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means, every Thursday night. Game and Lawyer stream, you can take it to the bank. Although sometimes we do need a little reassurance, don't we, Brad? So here I am. So, I have EV23 to thank for me playing this tonight because I was trying to resist buying it, but then she talked me into it. She talked me into buying this game when I don't need any more games. I can't justify the cost, but she made such a compelling case as to why I should get this game that between her and Skull Sphinx just said, do it. You'll buy it in 2 to 3 years when it costs $20. That's sort of what I feel like is reasonable, but like, and it's, somebody said this when I was looking at reviews. They were saying that, and I think it's true, that when Final Fantasy games come out on PC, it takes them a while before they hit any real, like, significant sales. So it's like, you're gonna have to wait, like you just said, probably 2 or 3 years before it's on, like, a real discount. Final Fantasy is just one of those games where it's like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I still need to play. I for some reason, I'm putting all that off because I kind of want all 3 games to be out. I might wait until 6 more years till they get all 3 out on PC. I don't know. For some reason, knowing that that's going to... Anyways, it's an excellent game. And I bought that as soon as it released on PC at full price because I just didn't give a shit. There are very few game franchises that I'm like that with. And Final Fantasy is kind of like one of them. Like, if it releases a new mainline series title, like a numbered Final Fantasy 10, 11, 12, 13, well, not 11, because that was a very inaccessible MMO. But all the other, I did play Final Fantasy 11, by the way. I wasn't into it. Final Fantasy is one of those franchises where I'm kind of like, yeah, I might just buy that on day one. And, hello, it is not Minecraft Ali. You've been in the Discord. You should have seen this coming. Maxie will never buy it. Wow. That seems, it's a very solemn... It's like a very, like a vow. Do you just not into it? Or are you like, that developer dumped toxic chemicals into the lake behind my house and killed my dog? The only Final Fantasy you ever played was the original on the Super Nintendo, and you still have it. That sounds like you have some nostalgia for it. Yeah, you gotta shock the chocobo, Matus. That's right. The story and characters didn't work for you at all, although unlike many, you love Vanill's unhinged voice acting. Are you talking about this game that I'm about to play? So I've played a little bit of it, but I don't know a ton about it. I actually played like maybe the first 45 minutes. It took a while to download yesterday. Oh, you're talking about 13. No, I'm sorry. You know, a bunch of comments came at once, and I started reading from the bottom up. You know how I do. That's what I do. I read from the bottom up, and then that's why I never have any context when I answer when I respond to your tweets, and you're like, not tweets, whatever the fuck they are. Your Twitters in my chat here on the YouTube. You have Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. You played 4 on the SNES and 7 on the PS1. I do get confused by lots of things, Matus. We just slowed this chat down for the old man streamer. This has been a problem since I was a spry 42 years old when I first started. I think I've actually gotten better over the past 8 years at keeping track of chat, if you can believe that. I've become a better streamer. I don't have the audience that I did. But maybe that's why I'm a better streamer, because I don't have like a bunch of like dojo raids coming in with all the, you know, look at me, shout me out, the kids that come in, you know. I've gotten way better, Brad. You've been here for the whole thing, and that's a blatant untruth. Brad, look at these production values. This alone is much better than what I did when I first started streaming. My mic quality is better. Well, I think it got maybe a little bit better in the middle when I had that whatever that that one mic for a while, but that one was a lot of work to make sound good. This one is a plug and play. Oh yeah, is it G-Law 2.0 was the apex, the pinnacle? Well, technically I haven't been keeping track of the numbers, but this is G-Law 4.5. I just stopped announcing them because nothing was quite as dramatic as G-Law 2.0. But I've been keeping track in the background. Like if you click on my channel and you find the right place, there's a little like information version number will pop up. It's something like 4.52078 or something like that. So yeah, well yeah, I played Final Fantasy 1 on the NES. I never played Final Fantasy 2/4 until I got it on PC a few years ago, and I only dabbled in it. And I don't know why I didn't get that one, because I liked the first one. And the second one, a.k.a. Final Fantasy 4 in Japan, was a lot better than the first one. But when 3 came out, there was such a hype, 3/6, there was such a hype that I got that. And I played Final Fantasy 6 all the way from beginning to end probably 3 or 4 times. Talk you out of buying a rogue ally? An ally? Wait, what is that? I don't even... Now, Evie brought up the Steam Deck. Is that like a competitor to the Steam Deck? Because if it is, the only reason... is that what that is? Hey, look, it's Skull Sphinx. I have also Skull Sphinx to thank for twisting my arm into buying this game last night. I was trying to resist buying this game, and I went on, and the first thing that happened, well, the very first thing that happened was that Keith came on, Animal Lawyer came on, and told me to play that zombie game he got me like 5 years ago as the argument not to get Final Fantasy 16. I gave him a thumbs up because it was a worthy try, but that was not going to dissuade me. And then comes Skull Sphinx saying, just do it. Do it. Yeah. And then Evie kept prodding me, goading me. She's like, giving me all these reasons I should buy it. She's like, how many games do you have? And I realized, like, no matter how many games I had, none of them was Final Fantasy 16. And then she's like, are you going to play it right away? And when I read that, I was like, yes, I am. So I bought it because she talked me into it. You can't play console games on a Steam Deck. Windows-based handheld is supposed to be pretty good in its second iteration. Yeah, I mean, I know Evie is like a huge Steam Deck fanatic, and I would I would obviously I had that choice to make, and I went Steam Deck. And the main reason I did is because it's so well set up to play your library that you already have on Steam. And like they've rated like all the games that are Steam Deck compatible, which ones will work well, which ones won't. And I feel like if you got another version, a competitor version, I don't know if they have that. Maybe they do, but it seems like a lot of work goes on Steam to make sure the Steam games are accurately portrayed, or ways to make them portrayed in terms of how well they will play on the Steam Deck. And if there are difficulties, like ways of making them playable on the Steam Deck. And developers now are paying attention when they make their games to specifically Steam Deck compatibility, because Steam Deck has become such a big deal. So some of these other, like I was gonna say third party, they may have technically better the technology under the hood, but my opinion is that the Steam Deck is kind of like the place to go. And I think you can still make emulators and all that run, although if that's your goal, is to use emulators to play console games, I can't speak to that in terms of like if it works much better on a competitor's Steam Deck, because Steam Deck obviously specializes in playing Steam games. Once you wander away from that, you may not be in that much of an advantage over another competitor handheld. It's a Windows-based handle. It's supposed to be pretty good in the second iteration. Okay. It was all EV23. That's right, Skullsminx. So here I am. I bought Final Fantasy 16. Now I did get a slight discount because I got it through I bought it through Humble, and I think they gave me an 11% discount. I found out later, like all these people doing videos have their Green Man Gaming links, or it's Green Man Gaming, and I could have got 18% off, but what's done is done. But and I got the complete edition. I mean, I just went all in. I was just like, hey, if I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this thing. The complete edition is like an extra $20 to get, I think, $35 worth of DLC that they have. It's like, yeah, just put it on my tab. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. I'm gonna have my no ice left soda from Taco Bell. Nothing's better than a semi-warm, flat, non-iced Diet Pepsi. Ah. So Brad, what are you excited about Final Fantasy 16? You are a Final Fantasy fan, aren't you? I mean, you're maybe not a fan of Final Fantasy 14 or 15. You don't like 15, right? Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO. You just don't like MMOs. You're on the fence about it. Happy to watch it. Okay. Because I did kind of... I mean, I was probably going to stream this no matter what since I bought it. But I did kind of think, like, you might not end up loving it, but that you'd at least probably be curious to check it out. Right. It is not really a JRPG. And that is something that I went in knowing that that's the case. And it's been very divisive, because Final Fantasy has been moving away from like role-playing type mechanics, becoming more like live action combat. And 15 still had a real-time, like a pause thing, so you could make like a simulated turn-based, but it was really janky to use, I thought. And so you managed sort of a group while you were basically doing action combat. And I actually kind of like the idea of this one better. This one's just sort of like Devil May Cry Final Fantasy. It's just that you're in control of one guy, and I don't know if I know you occasionally have people with you, and I don't think you control them though, but I'm not exactly sure. You're not that enthusiastic for playing it for yourself. Yeah, as long as your expectations, yeah. And that was something where, you know, and there are still, you can get JRPGs that are still turn-based, like Dragon Quest and things like that. They're still out there, and there's a part of me that wishes that Final Fantasy stayed on that path. But you're also looking back at Final Fantasy, is they were always trying to innovate, and they were always trying to push, like, every sort of reinvent the combat and the mechanics every game, and that was still turn-based for the first, 10 entries. 12 is where it really, I think, started becoming feeling a little more like an MMO, like less. I don't think it was. 12 was not turn-based, right, Brad? I want to say it wasn't. I want to say 12 was like more like real-time with active abilities that you fought with. And I can't even remember what 13 was. If 13 was back to turn-based. I have 13, and I played it for a little bit, and I couldn't get into it. It made it kind of like an MMO. And that's the thing, is I remember the time that 12 came out, that was the buzz, that was the comparison that was being made, which itself wasn't a problem for me because I was already a fan of MMOs. So that itself wasn't a problem, but I wanted Final Fantasy to be Final Fantasy. So I was not a fan of the shift, but that itself wouldn't have turned me away from playing it. 13 had a system where you change roles, jobs on the fly. Still fair, and it was mostly turn-based. Okay, that's what I seem to recall, is they did step back towards turn-based. And in Final Fantasy 15, there's a part of me that really wants to just buckle down and play through it, because it's a kind of a weird beast. It's a little uneven in like what they were trying to make while they were making it over time. Action but bad. Yeah, I don't know. What do I think of Tales of the Shire? Well, I thought it looked interesting enough that I put it on my wish list to keep track of it. It looks like it could be a lot of fun, like the kind of game that I'm into. I'll have to see more when it comes out. But yeah, I got my eye on it, and my wish list, I think I trimmed it down a little bit. I've got 20 games on it. And a handful of those games are just on there because I want to keep track of the game. I want to know, like, when there's news about it, when there's, or if it comes out, like if there's sales about it. A lot of times it's an early access game that I'm not quite ready to pull the trigger on yet, but I want to be appraised of developments about it. And that's sort of what I did with Tales of the Shire. Yeah, I actually went through my wish list just a few days ago, and so I realized there are games that I've had on there for years, and some of them have been on sale over and over again, like $10 or less, and I didn't pull the trigger. And I'm like, do I really want this game? If I ever got it, would I actually play it? And so there's some that are just like, I can always change my mind later, but I have a feeling like I'm never going to play those games. I should just get them off my wish list. Keep that wish list lean and mean. And there's still some on there that could end up getting cut eventually. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is like very story heavy and very combat focused, supposedly very linear. It's not really an open world. For the most part. I guess some areas there's a little bit of exploration, but there's a lot to it that is not going to be ideal for what many people look for in what they consider like role-playing games. You wish they'd release War of the Worlds? I might have finally removed War of the Worlds from my wish list. I put that on there like 3 years ago, and it just seemed like, are they even developing it anymore? I haven't heard an update on War of the Worlds since I put it on there. And then I'm like, I don't need this cluttering up my wish list. There's certain games like that, like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I don't think it's on. Is that on? I think that is on Steam as like a coming someday to be announced thing. But Bloodlines 2 has been coming next year. since 2019, or maybe even 2018. They're always like coming next year, and I got all hyped, and it's like, oh, it's been postponed again. Oh, the studio shut down that was making it. They sold it to someone else. It's like, I just gotta say, I'm a little frustrated with that because there needs to be there need to be more good vampire games out there. And Vampire the Masquerade has all the trim-ins to be made into like an awesome game. And they keep doing these weird little, like, I don't know. They could make such a great game out of it, and they don't. So, I got you re-addicted to Satisfactory, and now I'm not even playing it. Okay, I actually am playing it, and I actually played it on my lunch break today. I'm still playing it, and I may play it again. I go back and forth with Satisfactory because I know I'm never gonna finish like all the way to the end, but it's still fun to play. And even though my factories suck, they're a mess. It looks like spaghetti guts everywhere, and nothing is optimized. And I get a headache trying to figure it out sometimes what I'm doing. It's still a fun game. So, and to be honest, Final Fantasy 16, we'll have to see how this goes. I'm going to stream it, and I played, like I said, maybe 45 minutes last night. I'm going to start over so everyone who's here can see from the very beginning. The reason, even if I keep playing it as my main game, that I may not make it my mainstream game, is that it is so story heavy. It is so cut, and maybe that'll open up a little bit later, I don't know. But it's so cutscene like heavy that I'm like, that's not. It means I gotta pause it every time I want to chat in the stream and stuff. Whereas something like Satisfactory, I can just be like, you know, whatever. The game is only as you focus on it when you want to focus on it, and then you can just sort of stand there the rest of the time. But are you having fun back in Satisfactory again, Maxie? I mean, to be fair, maybe I was the conduit that got it back on your radar again. But it did, you know, more or less recently just go into 1.0 release. So actually, no, that did come in like last week, right? In 1.0. It's been popping up on a lot of people's radars. So I didn't make that happen. Your area's a spaghetti mess too. All right. So, let's see, what else? I've been on a little buying spree lately. I got, there are a couple where I got because there's just a good deal I know I'm going to get eventually. I bought Nightingale. I know Skull Sphinx is still here, but I know Skull Sphinx liked that at launch. I was looking forward to Nightingale for a long time, and then when it came out, seemed like it was in pretty bad state. And they just did a major like update on it recently, and it's supposedly a lot better. And I played with it; it was kind of fun. I bought it; it was on sale for like $17, so I'm like, yeah, I'm adding to my library. Even if I may refrain from really diving into it till they complete it, seeing that it's now in a state that's addressed a lot of the problems. I think it's like a solid early access crafting survival game now. Which sometimes I'll play those early access, but maybe not right now, but it was enough to where I pulled the trigger on it. Alright, the game I've been playing the most this week has been Satisfactory, and then playing that game Starcom Unknown. I got during the Steam Space Exploration Fest. You got a beta test of PAX Day. It was okay. Which one is that? And let's see. And you are still there, Skull Sphinx. Okay. What do you think of the new Nightingale? Like, they did kind of like an overhaul of it almost that came out in the last week or so. And I think you were, if I'm remembering right, when it came out and a lot of people were dumping on it, you were someone that stood out in my mind as someone, you got it like on day one and you were enjoying it. Okay. I think I remember that one now. Yeah, that looked like it had, it looked like it was really good what was there, and then the rest was underdeveloped, like combat and stuff like that. But I remember when that was coming out, thinking PAX Day is another one. Looks like it's not, and it looks like it's really. I think it's supposed to be really grindy too. Like it's designed for you to be working with like 20 people to build everything, and if you're by yourself, like I always am, the way it currently is made is like not great for my kind of play. Needs a lot of polishing. Okay. You can say star, com, unknown space. Just because I think I've talked about this a couple weeks in a row now, I'm going to show you guys the trailer. It's like a 2D space game. You get to design your ships. It's kind of nice and basic. I think the appeal of it, it's a little bit slow paced, even though they're showing a bunch of combat. And I was playing that shooter game, Everspace 2, which is, I think is still a really good game, but it's mostly just a pew pew, like most of the time just you're fighting. And this one's a little more like exploring the mysteries of this universe. And it feels a little bit more like Star Trek. So I've been playing it. Yeah, that was you. Okay, Sweltmanx. Yeah, that's right. The Starfield DLC is coming out. Isn't it coming out like really soon? Is it like this month? It's supposed to come out real soon. I'm kind of, I broke my Starfield because the way they did mods changed and it broke everything, and I haven't been back since. I never was like not a fan of Starfield. So, but I can't say I'm excited about the DLC because I'm not currently playing the game, and I probably won't play the game when the DLC comes out. I am very curious to see what the reception is like, although I have a feeling, like I think people they just piled on Starfield, like just a bash train on Starfield. Like I think more than it deserved. People talk about it like it's the worst thing that was ever made, which I think that's bullshit. I think there's a lot to like about it. I just think it didn't execute the things that people were hoping it would execute the way they wanted it to be executed. It was not No Man's Sky with a good story. It was Skyrim with weird world instances and a spaceship. They added land vehicles. That's already in there, right? I want to say that the land vehicle is already in an update recently. I've heard the land vehicle is maybe it's possibly a little bit janky, but you know, Bethesda. It's in 2 weeks. All right. I take it maybe you're excited for Starfield, a DLC. If I weren't, and again, Final Fantasy 16 was like a special case because I feel like I haven't been excited. Well, there's a lot of stuff coming out right now that I'm watching. But Final Fantasy, when it came out, it's just like, oh my god, no, I feel like I need to get it. But certain other things, like what came out this week that I was curious about, but it's not something I'm going to jump right into. It's that ice post-apocalyptic frozen world city builder. I can't remember what. Maybe it's not out yet. Frostpunk 2. I think it's coming out like tomorrow. I really liked Frostpunk 1. But I don't think I would... Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. I don't think I would... I'm not going to be first in line to buy a Frostpunk 2. But a lot of games like that coming out like this month and going into next month where I'm excited about them that they are coming out and being available. I don't know if I'm going to be waiting at the gates to buy them and play them when they come out. Most games don't like that. That's why Final Fantasy... I mean, I do buy a lot of games, but usually it's like, oh, that's a game I had my eye on for a while, and now it's under 20 bucks. And I'll go, boom, and I'll play it, I'll buy it, and I might play it a little bit, and then never finish it, because that's whatever. It's my burden. It's my first world problem. I have a long trail behind me of unfinished games. They added the vehicles a couple updates ago. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what's been going on. Just a reminder, you guys, next month, my wife actually brought this up, and I know I've mentioned it before, but we're going out of town for like almost 2 weeks for a wedding, and we're turning it into also like a late celebration of my 50th year, because we didn't do a big trip for that, and it was also our 20th wedding anniversary, and we didn't do a big trip for that. We basically rolled everything out since we knew we were going to Florida. We made that like, all right, well, that's the big expenditure that we're doing, and let's just make that our big trip. So we're going to be gone for almost 2 weeks. My wife was like, the other day said, oh, I bet everyone in your streams are really sad because that's October. And I was like, oh shit, that's right. Like, I knew it was October as like a concept, like a calendar concept. Like, oh, we're going to be gone in October. But it didn't strike me that we're going to be gone in Hawktober for 2 weeks. I was like, oh shit. And then I'm like, well, maybe I could make up for it before that. But I'm like, no, I can't, because I'm juggling a gajillion things. So it's like, I'm not going to have time for bonus streams or anything. I might get a spooky game or two in, before we go on our trip. But yeah, this is going to be the first Hawktober where I'm basically going to be, well, let's be honest. There are Hawktobers where I got sick and then I didn't stream for half the month anyway. So maybe it's not going to be that much different. Except that this time we're going in with our eyes open to the fact that for half of October I won't be streaming. And the other half, bonus streams are going to probably be hard to pull off because we're going to be like rushing to take care of a bunch of shit. Although when we come back, after we've had a chance to recover a couple of days, I think we're the last week of October. I'll be back, and I'll be here for Halloween. Your eyes were already open to your Hawktober behavior. Well, why? Then how come you would call it betrayal if you know this is the status quo? See, the difference is this time, I'm able to tell you guys this is what Hawktober is going to look like this year, as opposed to like, get ready, guys, 10 streams a week. It's going to be a great time, and then the first day of Hawktober happens, and I do a stream. And then maybe I do a stream that Thursday, and then it's like, you don't hear anything from me for another week, and then the next Thursday I'm like, oh, I'm sick. I'm tired. I can't stream this week. This time I did it on purpose. Well, yes, but I didn't plan to have a wedding in October on purpose. Someone else made that plan. Them having made that plan, I, on purpose, am going to attend that wedding. And then, take advantage of the fact that we're in Florida for the first and probably last time. He's telling you how much Evie likes your streams. She's willing to forsake her favorite holiday and your wedding holiday to watch me stream. I don't know what she'll do when her anniversary is on a Thursday. Uh-oh. I don't know, Skull Sphinx. But, yeah. That's, yeah. Forsake her favorite holiday. Yeah. And she even she went to that music festival a couple weeks ago. And from what I understand, my stream started right in the middle of a concert. And she basically turned to the band. She got the notification my stream was starting. She turned to the band, gave him the double bird, and said, "Fuck your music. I'm gonna go watch the G-Law stream now." And then she stormed out of the venue. I heard whoever was playing on the stage cried a little bit. Yes, but you can just say, "Sorry, busy. Here's the cheapest thing from your registry." What is it? Wait, I think I'm missing what you mean there. Is that accurate, Skull Springs? Double middle fingers. Right up the... She walked up to the stage. Like, she had to push past security. Double middle fingers right up at the band. Said, "It's time for a G-Law stream." And maybe she even knocked their mic. Like, she knocked the lead singer's mic over. So you can stick this up your ass. And then she walked away. I'm watching G-Law tonight. Then I noticed I just lost half of my viewers. Okay. Well, I know everybody is super excited to watch me play Final Fantasy 16. So I got to make sure first I've got my Xbox controller powered on. We're going to get to the... That's one thing I determined when I was testing it, that this is a game I want to play on controller, even though normally I go PC. She made the lead singer of Korn cry. Uh-oh. Let's hope they didn't do any updates and I have to do shaders for 20 minutes. This is one of those games where the first time you load it, and probably any time you do a graphics driver update, it goes through like a 10-minute shader updating period when you first launch the game. Yep. But she didn't listen to them. They cut it short after someone double flipped them the bird and knocked their microphone over. That's what I heard. So they were supposed to play it. And then that happened and they left. Now here we go. Yep, playing on a controller. Content is already installed. You must first unlock the origin on the world map. Okay, so this is basically telling me I don't so much care about that. Thank you for purchasing. Yes, I know I did. I bought it. Additional content. Redeem bonus items available from the system tab. I think they have some like weird, like I could get Cloud's Buster Sword or some shit because of the version I got. Okay. Did I mess with audio? I did. I turned the audio down because I think I had other stuff going on. Let's turn this all the way up. So, as always, let me know if volume is too low, because it feels low a little bit compared to how other things have been. And I'm going to do a new game. So buckle up, guys. It's gonna be a lot of cutscenes. I might even hold on. I might turn my cam off during these intro cutscenes. Oop. Well, that's a thing that I could config. Can I make it so the audio doesn't cut out when I go on my second monitor? No. No, I can't. Yeah, but it's literally going to be cutscenes for like the next... All right, should I stay on? Maybe here, we'll compromise. We'll compromise. There, I'll take up less space. I'll take up less space, but let's see. Maybe I can also sub compromise. Yeah. I can sub-compromise by zooming in a little bit. There we go. There. I think that's the middle ground. All right, new game. Millie was in here when I was like setting up my stream, but then she took off at a certain point. Screen brightness, visual alerts, no. I've heard as far as action games go, this is not the hardest. So I am gonna go. You have a choice between doing story focus or action focus. Story focus makes the combat like apparently really easy. I think I can change it later. You know, I'm not like I don't have anything to prove, but I also don't want to be bored. So we'll see if I need to tweak this later. Action focused. Screen brightness. All right. Go.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
I'm actually playing this guy right now. You can't see the prompts because it's covered up by my camera. But I can shoot fireballs or evade. I'm not that familiar with Panzer Dragoon. If it's a riding dragons type of game, that's not what was happening just there. It was literally like two Eidolons fighting each other. Nice to defile.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
I think I know enough from what I did see that mark is like the mark of a servant or a slave. I didn't know that when I first watched this. I've seen these first cutscenes already, but there's a lot going on. When I say Shiva's dominant, I think that means like the person that controls Shiva. I think they're called icons in this game. E-I-K-O-N-S. It's like eidolons or whatever, the big summons from all the Final Fantasy games. Shiva is one of those.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
So far I've been really kind of impressed with the storytelling. Is Money still Gil?
I said focus, Wyvern.
I have no idea. I don't think I've gotten far enough for Money to be a concern yet. Like to have been brought up yet. Alright. Main menu, configure, blah blah blah. Gotcha.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
I apparently haven't figured out how to run yet.
Time to move.
Now I can run. It's one of the things where controlling on with a gamepad is a lot better than keyboard and mouse because of the way the movement works on a game like this. And I'm noticing the classic Final Fantasy opening music integrated into this song too. It's kind of cool.
These iron blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
That's one of the things about it. It's a lot darker and grittier Final Fantasy, and that's one of the things that some people didn't like about it. So you just said it's like a very almost Games of Thrones.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
Hey, Jeff.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Brad.
Or am I mistaken? Besides, Your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
Not very respectable. Or it's not respectful. Is he the emperor?
Leaves me.
Hopka!
The Ironblood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
Seems like their secret weapon, or their big weapon, is like not exactly under their full control, maybe. That dude.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
I don't trust either one of them.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Hold on a sec. I think I am going to move my cam just a little bit. Since the whole point was to get it out of the way a little bit. Okay, first test. Can I fall off? Nope, they won't let me. Alright. Always kind of got to know if a game will let you do that or not.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
That's pretty badass. Yeah, and that thing is pretty much stepping on everybody, friend or foe.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
That man just said the F word.
Anytime, Wyvern.
Where am I going? Up here? Oh, yeah.
You just gonna stand there?
Wyvern! Wyvern!
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Oh. It's not looking good for the Wyvern.
Clive! Get up, Clive!
"13 summers earlier.
Do you yield?
Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your ass in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
I like the little puppy.
Two arms. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Yeah, let's revisit combat. I guess it's recognized that I've done this already.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Up to 4 hit X to melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together.
Good. Again. Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the Phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Land a fire spell 5 times. Press Y to cast. And I think I can lock on with left mouse.
Keep them coming.
Do I have to be locked in? Nope, not even.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Evade 4 times with right button. After evading the attack at the precise moment it is dealt, will temporarily slow the enemy, making it susceptible to a counter using the sword or fire attack. Okay.
Never take your eyes
whoops.
off your enemy. How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
What are you doing?
Not quite.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
Close the gap. Execute Phoenix Shift 3 times. The ability to perform feats of inhuman strength. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press B to swiftly close in on a distant target. Both melee and ranged attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift. Okay.
Would that all our shields could move so swiftly. Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Consume items such as potions and tonics to restore HP or temporarily boost attributes. Consumables can be assigned to the direction pad. Okay. And high potions. There we go.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
All right.
How that, me boy? Make proof of your strength.
All right, gonna get you. All right. Oh, the will gauge indicates the will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks, strike them when they're vulnerable.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Nice try.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Not quite. Nice try.
Let's see. Staggered. His will's been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use right trigger and X to execute. Rising Flames, a powerful, iconic ability granted Clive by Blessing of the Phoenix. Okay.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Nice. Why am I not? Oh, I know. I'm pushing the wrong button to evade.
Not quite.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
All right, so I may need to do a little practice with that combat.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye. Bested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
That's not good. Oh, that's good though.
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua.
Nice.
Your father will be expecting us. Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
So he's the eldest son, but he wasn't born with this, like, gift of the Phoenix, so he's kind of treated in like a lesser than his younger brother. It's the most badass that Chocobo's ever looked.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Oh, puppy.
Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
Torgal.
It's just like merely chasing flies.
You're going. Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
It's better behaved than yours. I thought your dog was, aside from the urinary issue, was pretty well tempered. Should you find yourself lost, hold down the N key. All right. I don't know why I switched to keyboard, but it's the left. It's the left. This thing. To trust your animal instinct pointing in the right direction. Okay.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
She barks a lot when, especially when Florence is home. She's calm when it's just you. Florence is the action person. That's interesting. So this is as far as I got when I was playing it last night. I ran around here a little bit and then saved the game. I'm curious to see, like, if I think it lets up eventually, so it's not quite so many cutscenes. I actually enjoy that. It's sort of like Final Fantasy 15. One of the big problems with it was if you really wanted to know the whole story, first you had to watch a theatrical release movie that they released that only was like made sense in context of Final Fantasy 15. Then there were like comic books and there were other like mobile games and all this other shit. Like to get the whole story of Final Fantasy 15, you had to consume all this orbital media. And in this one, they're just like, fuck it, we're putting the movie right in the game. Everything's right in the game.
Need to shift this lot before we lose the light.
You hate to miss the action if you're moving from home to office. Yeah, there's a lot of story you might miss, so you know, hurry along now. The dog's not allowed to have Jameson.
All right, let's Let's get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for us.
Useful items to be found across the realm by those who know where to look for them. Items discovered can be viewed in the items tab in the main menu. Okay. So I just found an extra potion. So of course I know I need to go over there, but you know, gonna poke my head around.
Make sure you get a good edge on that, eh?
Nothing down there but rats and rogues, my lord. No one is to enter the dungeons, including you, my lord.
They've closed the gates.
Yeah, and
The side entrance is still open.
there's also some hints where it's like, I think we're part of a larger empire, and that in this world,
Preparation is key. We must be ready to march at any time.
maybe the empire are the baddies. Like in a lot of Final Fantasy games, the empire is the bad guys. And there's, well, you'll see soon, there's pretty soon something coming up that made me think, wait a minute, are we the bad guys?
Phoenix will be with us. Those savages don't stand a chance.
Calling the enemy savages, you know, that's pretty pompous. Where's the dentist for your 6 month cleaning? You had a cavity, needed filling, you need a crown, temporary crown, but it hurts to eat a lot of it. Yeah, well, I'm sorry that happened to you. I have a dentist appointment next week. I've got an endless list of shit I need to get done to my
The way I
teeth.
see it, it's us or them. I know my money's on.
I think I need to go in for an extraction. I got a tooth that's so bad, and it's been hurting. They were going to try and put off any more real work till next year because I'm out of insurance because I've done so much work already. But yeah, I don't think we're going to have to wait. So and this is one molar away in the back that's got enough problems where they said, like, yeah, it just needs to either be pulled or replaced with an implant. So I'm going to see how much the two options cost. But yeah, that's our next move. But yeah, I got a shit ton of stuff I need to do.
My lord.
I couldn't look away.
You put on quite the show for us, Lord Rossfield. Any man who can do that deserves to be First Shield. Age and experience be damned.
But yeah, no, tooth pain sucks, so I'm sorry you're dealing with that. And see, he's got that mark on his face.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquis, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
So she's obviously impressed by what a swell guy What's his name? Clyde? Clive? Is?
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
Oh, the puppies. So here was like the first real clue. There's another one of these guys with a mark on his face, and the guy standing next to him is titled Slave Master. So I'm like, oh, so the Empire has, these are slaves, these guys with the things. Again, adding to my suspicion that maybe the Empire are the baddies. I don't know. I don't know what the other side's like, but
I'm having my bearer filled around, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh? I'm having my bearer.
yeah, okay.
filled around. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Guy looked. A lot of the soldiers just look evil. They're dressed in like evil Empire colors and shit.
Fine display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Let's see. There's a high potion. So see, there's a little bit of. I got rewarded for doing a little bit of exploration here. Go to a Mexican dentist.
Wheat harvests down again, apparently. This war ends up dragging on.
All right, now I have not been in this door yet, so I fully expect there's going to be another 20 minutes of cutscenes. So buckle up, guys. All 6 of you. Ooh, pretty.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
That's lovely. Okay, I know I'm supposed to go in there, but this is rather breathtaking. This is definitely an impressive looking game.
There's Joshua.
Where's Joshua? Oh, I'll follow you, I guess. I thought you were supposed to go inside and be in your sick bed or whatever.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive. I'm all right. I promise.
I like this one of those like slave people. He's trimming the bushes with his magic. That's kind of cool. Can I get a closer look at that? Oh, I can't go in there. And there's another guy doing there's another slave master. Gardener.
Marquis. Forgive my man, he'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
Can I climb up in here? No. Why not? Because. Oh, here's a secret. A potion. Let's see, now I'm curious. Okay, the Attributes tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. Let's see. He's level 5. Oh, wow. Didn't realize. 50 experience, the next level. I actually came in here to see what items. The items tab lists all non-gear items currently in his possession, including those used in quests. Consumable items such as potions can be used at any time from this tab. Items can also be assigned to shortcuts for quick access during gameplay. Select an item from the consumables list. Press X to bring up the shortcut window. After confirming where it should be assigned, press A to confirm. Okay. So right now it's set up where pressing up is a potion, 2 is a high potion, which is a potion restores 20% of your maximum hit points. High potion does 40%, and then I've got a stone skin tonic, which increases defense by 30% for 90 seconds. And it looks like there are maximum numbers that I can carry. So like potions, I can carry up to 4. I have 3. High potion, I can carry up to 3. So it's not like the old games where you have a stack of 99 potions in your bag. Apparently, unless if I get bored, they're like that number changes somehow. I don't know. I know in the old Final Fantasy games, once you had enough money, that's what you would do. You'd go like, you go to the vendors and just be like, I'm just gonna make sure I got 50 of each kind of potion at any given time. You know, just so I never run out.
The power of the Phoenix dwells within Joshua, and Joshua alone.
Oh no.
If any ill should befall him, it will be on your head.
She sounds evil
Do
too.
not neglect your duties again.
Oh gee.
Yes, Your Grace.
I think this mother lady is not a nice person either. What's going on back here? A work-shirking gardener.
My lord, it's not how it looks.
Yeah, it is. You're shirking.
Inspecting the castle walls by order of the Duchess.
Get to the dungeons.
My lord, it's not how it looks. I'm inspecting the...
You get extra punishment for lying. Oh wait, now I'm the asshole. Okay. Let's see, can I talk to my evil mother? Hi. Nope, she doesn't like me anyways. Alright, so we're gonna go in, talk to Dad about this war, whatever's going on. Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Use A to access them, then hold the right trigger to push or pull with all your might. Ooh, okay. Ooh, it's dark in here. Oh wait, just need my eyes to adjust. It's still kind of dim though. Dark and spooky, just like an evil lair. Oh wait. I think my dad's a good guy though, maybe. Or I could be biased. He seemed like a good guy when he rode in on his shiny chocobo. Bye-bye, puppy! Are we the baddies? Oh, that's a kind of cool throne room. Pretty grand.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
You're sending the Duke's son to go kill goblins? This is a old school RPG.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I did just finish training swords, now that I think about it.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
I think my dad knows that Mom's kind of a bee.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
See, active time lore. Hold the other button to access active time lore, ATL. A compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can be viewed during most cutscenes. Use ATL entry. Let's see, all ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. Oh, so this just brings up like, oh wait, who's that again? What's the mother crystal? Enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valithia. They are the source of all the crystals the people of the twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with aether, making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. Let's see, this castle, situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalind. It is from this towering ivory fortress that Archduke and his family rule their nation. The architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabit. Okay. And the Iron Kingdom is the bad guys? Oh, hold on. I'm still reading the background text. The Iron Kingdom, also known in the local tongue as Haran. The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. Situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig Loyster. The mother crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask. A little border dispute. Okay. And has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom, their inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. So they're sort of isolationists. So maybe they're not like super nice. Like I keep thinking like, oh, is it going to turn out they're like the super nice people and we're the assholes? This could be a situation where everybody's a little fucked up in their own way, maybe. And this is my dad, Elwyn Rosfield, the Archduke of Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. And just about the duchy in general. A nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalith as its capital. Rosaria, originally formed from a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Elwyn Rosfield. Kind of reminds me of Crusader Kings. You know, he probably used his ministers to fabricate claims and all that stuff. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over the possession of Drake's Breath, which lies still further to the west in the midst of the boiling sea. So that's what he's saying. This war is about is this giant crystal that's not technically theirs, but they are trying to maintain it should be. And they think they need it to fight off this blight or this plague or whatever this is. It's starting to creep across the land and kill everybody. So that's the setup here. All right, I'm supposed to go that way, but first I got to look around the throne room. Oh, look, he got something to say. Lord Commander Murdoch.
This war we mean to wage, it isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive. May your blade strike true.
Yeah, well, you guys do the important thing. I'm going to do the starter quest. You need me to kill some kobolds? Did Dad have anything else to say?
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm. And when the Crusaders march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
Any treasure chests behind the throne? No. Has he got more to say?
I'm trusting in you to keep your brother safe.
Yep. Well, you know for sure that means he's dead. They're emphasizing how much it's important it is for me to keep him safe and how important he is. He's dead. But yeah, look at this. I'm looking around. I'm not checking myself out. I'm looking around. Some gloomy hallways, though. Wait a minute. Is there any treasures on the other side? I have to look. I know clearly I'm supposed to go that way.
No messages, my lord.
But I gotta see. I gotta look around first. Ooh, this is nice. They should have a little table, and like, so I can sit out here and have snacks. What a great view. Go great with like a cup of tea and some cookies. Maybe some biscuits and gravy. I don't know. I'm talking about food. It's because I think I just realized I'm hungry. All right, so I think I've seen all this. I am appropriately impressed. Yeah, the darkened hallways are like, this is my house. It's very ominous. That's so dark. The patio, be careful for Taco Bell. Yes. Crumpets. Yes, of course. Gotta have crumpets. Oh, is this the mom and dad together?
How long will you be away this time?
I don't trust her.
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
Yikes.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
Wow.
We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
Like, how did they hook up in the first place? They don't seem like a match to me. They have very different values.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Killing goblins.
Wishing on a star.
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
So he's only 15?
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Who is she? Is he her sister? Why is she doing in his bedroom? I thought she was just a friend, but I think...
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Oh, it's not his bedroom. This is that balcony where I said...
Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Cold breeze is never a good omen in a game like this. Okay, not a sister? No. Just...
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
She did make it sound like she came here from somewhere else, like she didn't grow up with them. I'm not sure what she is, like, in relation to them, like what she's doing there. Hopefully this will be explained at some point. It seems like they got a little will they won't they going on.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
I thought you will be hunting.
Don't worry.
Goblins.
I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord. May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord. As you command.
To the marshes, then.
What are you doing, Moo?
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
She's over here. She's over here, standing at the edge of my bed, looking at me. Oh, she's settling down. I think she can tell I'm busy. Good girl. She was, like, standing on the bed, like, leaning out towards me, like she was going to walk onto my desk. The world map displays all the locations indicated by the glowing pins currently available to climb by fast travel. So this is a movement through the world by map, not by open world. So I can go to Stillwind, Western Rosaria. There was a time not long ago that the songs of civilization echoed through Stillwind's knotted boughs. Now the settlements lie abandoned, and the only sounds to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the Deadlands to make the bogs their home. Oh, what happened? Why is it so fucked up? What else is... Oh, I was going to say, can I explore more map? But this looks like it. It's kind of a cool map, though. Alright. Here we go. Stillwind, the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Or Rosaria. I haven't paid attention if anyone said the word yet. Either way, I'm probably saying it wrong. Alright, this is a typical spooky woods.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Lost in a fog. Feeling overwhelmed, try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex attack combos only using X. The Ring of Timely Focus shows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. As with all items, timely accessories can be equipped or unequipped in the gear tab in the main menu. So I've heard these are basically things to make combat like almost like just an I win button. I'm going to try without them first. If I start becoming frustrated, I think if you choose the story focus, one of the main differences is you start the game with all of those things equipped, and then so combat's super easy, and then you can take them off if you decide you don't want them. But in this mode, by default, I don't have them on. let me see. And so they would be under gear. Gear and icon tabs used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. Thing to equip. All right, so there's 3 slots, and then I've got all these things I can put in. Timely healing. Automatically use a potion when his hit points falls below a certain level. It's just good for me to know what these are, since if I start doing the combat and it's pissing me off, these are the ways that I can fudge it later. The Ring of Timely Strikes. Complex ability combinations can be executed just by pressing X. Timely Evasion, we saw. Timely Focus. Time slows before an evadable enemy attacks Clive. No effect when equipped with the Ring of Timely Evasion. Oh, you have to choose one of these two. Alright, we're going to leave those be for now. And always like to look behind me. Can I leave? No, we're trapped. Okay. I am, again, very impressed by the visuals of this game. It's a very, even though this is a bleak place, it's a very, very pretty game.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
But who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
Can I pick herbs? No. When I see little plants, I'm like, oh, I can make potions out of this. Nope.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here. The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
To Gil, we'll have to remember to tell Brad that Gil is still the currency. That's like their gold pieces. And, now, looks like I can go this way. Or was it the... Oh, it was the other way. Because it looked like there was a way to duck under a log here. Alright. I thought that was like a side path. Ew, goblins. Two gills for Brad Jameson. Uh-oh. Oh, you fucked everything up, dude. We're dead now. Now that that guy's there, the third goblin, we're dead.
With me.
Use Y after striking an opponent with X to conjure a magic explosion that deals significant damage. All right, that was.
So the reports were true.
Yep.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
They were goblins. And I see that's probably the way to go over there, but I'm going to do a quick, you know, a quick runs around, quick reach around, you know. Alright, that's a way to go, but...
Welcome to Stillwind.
Oh, this...
Care, my lord.
Oh, maybe that's a secret way to go. I always try to be like, find the main path, but then see if there's any secret little places to tuck my head. I think this is the secret place to tuck my head. I got a strength tonic. Let's see, can I put that in my, We'll put the strength tonic. Add shortcuts. We'll have it on the... No. No. Can't I do a left button? I guess not. Why can't I make it be the left button? I feel like I should be able to. Alright, we'll just leave that be. Wait, I should check and see how long does it last. It's a 60-second, 10% power buff. Alright. More goblins.
There's more.
Oh. Ah.
But a graze, my lord.
Some enemies will drop gil or items upon their defeat. Loot is gathered automatically. Okay, good. They got what they deserved for being alive. Alright, there's definitely something for me to find in here. Another potion. Alright. I can see the other ways. This is the way I'm supposed to go, I think. Ooh, I get to break it. Just climbing over it wouldn't be good enough. Oh, this is clearly something I need up here. Another potion. Okay, so I literally have reached my potion limit. I've been too good at finding secret extra items. Another strength tonic. Okay. Oh, and those little, seems like those little moth things are drawing my attention to where I need to go a little bit. Bird. Uh-oh. That's a long way down. Yeah, of course. Whoa. Okay.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spells.
And what a number. We'll all have our hands full here.
Any other spell?
Test of your skills, my lord.
Yep. I am kicking ass. Take that, normal mode. Another potion I don't have room for. I guess if I don't have room, they just vanish. Never to be used again. Never to be seen again. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Well, that seems like a way to go.
We should be nearing the old village square.
Wait, did it? Was there?
It might not be a nest of goblins.
It will be a nest of goblins. Don't you worry about that. Oh, this I already went in. All right, I've seen everything over here. Rude.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
Or are they
My
trapped?
lord, I'm working on it.
Can't we just kill them all? They're goblins.
He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Uh-oh.
Care to thin the herd? As if you have to ask.
And there was one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's invited a friend.
All right, I feel like this guy's going to be a little more
Your
serious.
feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes.
Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have more hit points than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also to break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it, leaving it unable to act and vulnerable to attacks. I see Brad has returned. Do these fellas have any raw dough to steal? Well, I haven't seen any raw dough, but I did get some gil, Brad. They're borrowing a bit from Witcher enemy design? Maybe.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move, but it winds up for another.
Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'm not doing so hot. Cause I keep forgetting which... Alright, it's just... That's dodge.
My thanks.
Ay, ay, ay. Partial stagger. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge reaches 50%, creating a short opening in which combination attacks are easily landed. I've been told this guy is quite formidable, not unlike Rickety Cricket. Rickety... Ah, whoopsie daisy. Oh, hello, Mupus. Hitting them while they're down. Completely reducing enemies' will gauge will stagger it. Extra damage is dealt when an enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed up to a maximum of 150%. The total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed upon the enemy grading senses. Okay. Hey, 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 hey! Yikes! Why is he still fighting? He's got no health left. Okay, there we go. Oh, Gigas or whatever. I remember those. Those have been around in the franchise for a long time. They don't look cute like they used to. Let's see. Oh, I just gained a level up. Whoa, sweet. Look at all them stats going up, Brad. That's right, the big swing. Repeated big swings messed me up. Where did Millie go? Millie was trying to say hello to me. She was sniffing my knees. And then she went off. She's probably all dejected now. Ooh, I got leather armlets. Okay, following important battles, a separate results screen will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on performance. Probably I got a shitty one then. And may include gear, ability points, and experience points. I think, shouldn't I get the same thing for beating the enemy even if I sucked? Love a good stat up. You didn't look all that good at the combat, but I'm sure you'll improve. Well, there's also a ton of ways to make the combat easier. Like they give you a bunch of extra rings and stuff you can put on that will make your like combos happen automatically and will make like the enemy pause, like slow down when they're about to hit you so you can dodge them. So I'm trying it on normal mode, you know, but they definitely have like all these ways that if you're not into the combat and you just want to experience the story, it'll basically like make the combat almost take care of itself. A skilled gamer like me, I don't know. I don't know if Twitch combat is the kind of skill that I have. Okay, I got hard leather armlets. All right. Yes. I have to remember to put that on after the cutscene. Oh, that guy still.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
All right. Yeah, gear. Okay, now they got to give me a tutorial about gear, I guess, before I can put it on. Gear significantly improves player attributes, but only when equipped via the Gear tab in the main menu. Similarly, the right abilities can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the Abilities tab in the main menu. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones requires ability points, which are earned in battle or by completing quests. Alright, well now let's check this shit out. Okay, so first things first. Gear and icons. We gotta put on this hard leather armlets. Yeah, there we go. And then gear and icons. Oh, abilities is the next one. Okay. Ability points can be spent in the abilities tab to acquire new abilities. Wow. As well as upgrade existing ones. I wish they could have just said new existing abilities so I could be sure what they were talking about. If you're unsatisfied with Clive's current build, reset all abilities and try again, as there is no penalty for doing so. Well, that's cool. Ability details. Details of each ability and feat can be viewed by selecting its icon. A sword icon indicates ability's capacity for dealing damage, and a little swishy star indicates a capacity for breaking a target's will. Okay. I've got 152 ability points. So can I increase these ones? Mastered. Aerial attack. Mastered. Press X while in the air to chain 3 consecutive attacks. Okay. Melee attack. Using 4 succession chain up to 4 attacks. Okay. I didn't know about the jump attack. Right button to dodge, right? A to jump, right? Precision dodge. Let's see. Here's an example. This is one that's been learned that I can improve, but it costs 500. And here's all these little ones. Can I buy these super? Oh my god. Am I going to have to learn a whole bunch of combos? Now I'm thinking maybe I am going to use that thing. I hate where you have to learn a shit ton of combos. I do not like it. Okay, so that's jump plus X while in the air to slice down. Well, what's the difference between that and aerial attack? X while in the air to chain up to 3 consecutive attacks. Isn't being in the air, you press A and then X. So already I'm like, I don't know what they're... I don't know. Hold X to imbue Clive's blade with fire. Release to unleash a powerful attack. Hold X. Taunt to pull the attention of the enemy target. Okay, when would I want to do that? I mean, I'm not in a group. I'm just trying to think what kind of... I don't know what happens in this game where you need to get an enemy's attention. Swift recovery. Use right button to recover immediately after being knocked down by an enemy. Stomp. Use A while in the air to kick off a nearby enemy, increasing the jump height and duration. Okay. So just like to increase your aerial attacks. Hold Y to increase the potency of a magical spell. Okay, so I kind of like this. I'm going to do this. And then it's 250 to increase. I'm also going to do the one where I hold down my melee attack to make my blade have fire. So this is like... Alright. And... A plus X to close in and attack an enemy. But don't I already do that with B plus X? That's the thing where I'm like, why is this better than B plus X? A plus X to slice down. Why is that different than aerial attack? Things I don't know. Recover immediately after being knocked back down. That seems like that could be kind of handy, and it's super cheap, so I'm going to buy it. Stomp while in the air to kick off a nearby enemy, increasing jump. Well, I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll get all of these. It looks pretty clear that you're just about to almost just buy everything. Lunge. I'm just not going to remember to do half of this shit. Alright. And Jeff, you like range attack? Yeah, range attacks are pretty cool. Hold that. There it is. It's on fire. Yeah. Charge up. Oh, it's charged. Boom. Big one. Okay, I do like it. It's fairly dramatic. I appreciate that. Oh, it's literally both at the same time. Not jump and slice. It's A and X simultaneously. So wait, now I need to look back at these again. Down thrust was A plus X. And this was also A plus X. Oh, while in the air. A plus X while in the air. We go up. Oh, there we go. Up. Alright. Again, I will probably not remember half of this shit. And now I am curious. I am curious to see what happens if I use the thing. Should I just out of curiosity? Because I'm bitching already about how I don't like all these combos. But then I can use this Ring of Timely Strikes to, when equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed simply by pressing X. Just gonna... Don't look, Brad. Don't look what I did. I just want to see what it does. Okay. I did burn through some potions in that one. Alright, I see some... That is one wily goblin. Well, I guess we can still go over this stuff. You can change your ability point spending. That's right. It's a good thing to remember. Why do I feel like there's gonna be... Yeah, something really bad. Well, the goblin's not a problem anymore.
Clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
Oh my god!
Reeks! I said, stay away from its mouth. This should help. Wait, let's try.
Alright, time for some, Yikes!
guess is as good as mine.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Cinematic strike. When the screen flashes blue during a pivotal moment, press X before times run out to deliver a devastating blow.
Now! Before it recovers!
Oh, yeah. No, no, no. Nice. Yee. Get out of there, dude. Fuck, dude. All my potions have been used.
You won't be gone for long. Cannot fall here.
Cinematic evasion. When the screen flashes red during a pivotal moment, press the right button before time runs out to evade the incoming attack.
Now for the final push, my lord.
I think we made it angry.
I'd rather we made it die.
Oh, no, I jumped right into that shit. Uh-oh. Shit. All right. That was pretty hectic for an old guy like me. But I am level 7 now and I didn't die. I probably should have. All right. I didn't even get any treasure from that shit.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbles too.
Morbles.
I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
All right.
Damned blight.
And Jess says, I'm at 3%. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. It probably made sense at the time, whatever I was saying at the time. Alright, so now we are on to Phoenix Gate. This aging seaboard citadel not only defends Rosaria from the northern raiding parties, but also serves as sacred ground whereupon the duchy's dominant might commune with his or her ancestors and entreat the guidance on the eve of important battles. Oh, phone battery. Okay. I gotcha. For some reason, the first thing I thought of was like, oh, you just bought this game and you're downloading it and it's at 3%. But then I was like, I have no context to make that conclusion. So then I'm like, I don't know what the 3% means. Now I do. So that means Jeff is probably going to disappear suddenly and without any additional forewarning. So if that happens, Jeff, I hope you have a good night. Maybe we'll see you a little bit later. Or we'll see you next week. All right, we're going to go to Phoenix Gate now. That's pretty impressive.
Suddenly, thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a morble's gullet.
That is what happens. More or less.
Drink and be merry, boys. Good work on the morrow.
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
He's only 15. Come on. Eat your meat cubes, kid. All this food's making me hungry. Big old leg of mutton. Turkey leg, whatever it is. Uh-oh. Everybody getting drunk, it seems like ominous.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
I don't suppose I've been missed.
What are you doing, dude? No, no. I think they're in a dangerous place, and you should not, unless he's just going to bed or something. Where's he getting off to? I don't trust that kid. The dude to make good decisions about his own safety. Oh, it's a puppy dog.
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
Ah, brothers. What could go wrong?
I hear you slew a marble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
He's dead. He's definitely gonna die.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. All right?
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
There's a puppy. Not as cute as Millie, but you know. Probably smells better.
Supplies from the capital.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
This very suspicious.
Good job the north is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys.
Okay, yeah.
What in the...
Yeah, it's definitely something suspicious. I don't think those are actually traders delivering wine. Uh-oh, what the hell?
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
That doesn't look like the savage enemy that they were talking about. Someone else in the Empire.
Is that...
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
Oh, Wade.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Isn't Wade one of
Follow
the...
me, Your Highness.
A name that shows up in all the Final Fantasy games, I feel like? Flight of the Fledgling. Am I playing as the little guy right now? I am. Okay. Well, first, is there any more treasures I should bring? Oh, he can fight. Whoa! Alright. So there's Y is magic. Wow, okay. It seems like a wiener. He seems like he's brimming to the gills with magical power. That's what he seems like.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
Do I have like an inventory and everything? No.
What was that?
I have to help them.
Do I have to open the door?
Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness! He's not one of us!
No, I must do my duty.
Oh, of course he's winded now. I casted 2 magic spells. It was just like original Dungeons and Dragons. He's asleep for 8 hours now.
I saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sambra Quargarb. But why would the Empire?
We must find my father.
That guy was at the feast before the crooked trader showed up? Why is the kid going first through these doors? That does not seem right. There should be a button so he can point and say, "Open the door!" And then the guy goes and opens the door.
It's the boy. Damn it, the bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
Gonna go downstairs? That door up ahead looks like the obvious way to go. Okay, no. I don't think in this stage of the game, if I poke around, I'm gonna find extra treasures, because this guy doesn't even have an inventory. Why not burn the doors down with your magic? Opening them is for suckers. That's a good point, Brad. These doors are invulnerable. That makes a convincing lost waif. Like every time, his spells are real powerful, but every time he casts one, he's like,
Tyler!
oh, that's one of the guys I went on the adventure with. Were they both one of the guys?
His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
Your Highness,
Don't worry, you're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
Healing spells don't normally take this long in games. Maybe it's because it's a little kid healing spell.
Clive!
Joshua! Come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
Survive, thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
That secret, that nod they exchanged made me a little uncomfortable.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We cannot stay here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
Just assume everyone's going to betray me. I don't trust that owl. It's got a weird look on its eye.
We lost Alan to Gelith. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
Was that his wife? Or is that the capital?
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, Take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Oh, I thought that was the moment of betrayal. He's like, I'm gonna kill you now, boy. So before we go the obvious way we're supposed to go, gotta make sure. Now I'm playing a guy that has an inventory, so I gotta check for treasures. And it's gonna make sure I still, like, basically have... Oh, I got my potions replenished. Okay. I should. I don't have any stone skin, so I might as well. There we go. Get that strength potion in there. Alright, there's a stone skin tonic. Alright. Well, now as soon as I've done that, I like that one in the slot better. Because it's a 30% defense increase as opposed to a 10% attack increase. I don't know why I can't choose something for the left slot, though. Uh-oh. Oh, all right.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, this is the room where they were having the feast. Yep, everything's looking pretty busted up. It's not a Final Fantasy game unless one of your friends is mind controlled by the big bad and tries to kill you. Alright, that's definitely not a way to go. Oh wait, that seemed like the way to go, but it's not. Oh, did I? I guess I just accidentally went back the way this door! I knew that.
Damn it all.
Captain!
Take them.
There's a wizard dude in the back.
Let none escape.
As you command. You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
I think I just took out the spellcaster. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
That's them done. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
Uh-oh.
Clive, look out!
Is that a dragoon?
May I have this dance?
He's an Imperial Dragoon.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you. Barbarian.
Stay still, damn you! He's open! Now, Clive! Have at it!
You're going to regret that, boy.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh my goodness.
Your time is past!
Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, Joss! Ah!
Down with you! Son rag.
Yay! I did good stuff and got a level up. I'm level 8 now, Joss. It's Joss, everyone. The only way I know Joss is still alive is because we're on Friends on Steam and I see Joss playing Baldur's Gate 3 lately. Good to see you, man. Okay, thank you, Joss.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
So, they sent in the Dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads. Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday, in Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
Damn. Yeah, I did play RuneScape. I was talking about it like, oh my god, I wonder if Josh can show up. This is like one of your most played games of all time. Uh-oh. This guy is that looks like a bad news. Oh, they're gone. Oh. I got really into RuneScape. I played old school and regular RuneScape, like jumped back and forth. It's pretty much the main game I played for about a week and a half.
Mogul, you're all right. Thank goodness.
Papa dog. Oh, thank goodness. Everyone's fine.
Safe? For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
Oh no!
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No! Pig!
That's our father, dead.
Traitors! Your Highness!
You must do your duty too. You have to keep Father safe.
Uh-oh.
I had to.
Oh shit.
Clive,
I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Oh, fuck. Oh, they're in trouble now. Who's a weenie now, Brad?
Phoenix.
Maybe the kid doesn't die.
The Phoenix! Joshua! Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this! He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him. No, my lord. Fall back. Climb!
Oh, the Chocobo saved me. Oh no, Chocobo. Was Chocobo killed too? This is like Game of Thrones. All of my favorite characters are dying.
Thank you, girl. You saved my life. Get her on her feet and run. Please.
Oh, maybe the Chocobo can get back up? You said get the Chocobo back up on his feet?
Joshua, are you in pain?
Uh-oh.
Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty.
What's happening to him?
Save him.
my lord?
What?
A second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Oh, did he just get burned to nothing? That looks like a freak. Where the fuck did that come from?
Who are you? It's me. Oh. Leave me alone.
Oh, this is the opening scene. Following commands available when playing as Phoenix. Fire, aim, and evade. When your opponent is directly within your sights, the targeting circle will expand. That is the time to fire. Okay, now we got a slight moment here. I don't know if Jocelyn here is on a quick break. You switch between them, you get bored of old school, and then you do RuneScape 3 and vice versa. Yeah, I was jumping between the two. They both had a different kind of charm to them. It's definitely a Gandalf Lord of the Rings-esque, like, opening of the Two Towers scene for sure. Prince Wiener is still a wiener? Miss hanging out, so you should stay longer. Yeah, man, I occasionally confirm with Nick that you're still alive, and he said you're, yeah, you're in one of those points in your life where you got your hands full, especially during stream time. But I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you had a chance to get away. It's cool. I understand you're busy, so, but we do miss having you in here, Joss. If I play more, I should add you. Okay. Hopefully you catch more eventually. You haven't been able to play with Nick either. Work. Yeah, jeez, man. I know, like, you go through periods where, like, that's just the way your life is for, like, a couple years, right? Like, that's just, so, yeah. Hopefully, you know, things will shift and ease up in the future for you a little bit. All right. Have a good one, Joss. It's good to see you, man. All right, back into the Final Fantasy so that all 6 of my steadfast viewers, who I'm sure are eyes glued to the screen. Did my controller just time out? Okay. Because I can't. Uh-oh.
I have to stop him.
Alright, I think my controller is dying. So, I'm like, nothing is responding anymore. Hold on, let me swap out some batteries here. I thought I had... Here we go. My bag, oh, rechargeable batteries. Yes, Chauncey. Oh, uh-oh. Chauncey, you ruined everything. You summoned the Moo. Hi, Moo. Are you here to eat, Chauncey, finally? After I've been telling Brad how you haven't eaten Chauncey, you gonna prove me wrong? All right. Now you can try to hide the ripoff of Two Towers. Yeah, that was a pretty reminiscent of that opening scene from Two Towers for sure. Enough Final Fantasy. Time for a little evidence, a structured approach. You prefer that to Final Fantasy, Brad? Alright, we're back in business. I mean, maybe it'd be more fun to listen to me do that, but I'm gonna be honest here. I'm enjoying playing this more than I enjoy reading Evidence Structured Approach. Where'd he go? There he is.
I made a promise to my brother. And I mean to keep it. I will do my duty.
Yikes! Timed that wrong. That does not look good. They did not let me dodge that.
My flames may flicker, but they shall never die.
Yeah, kid. Uh-oh. You prefer it to everything other than baseball and Pool of Radiance. You tell my employer that I'm no legal authority. I'm not a legal authority. I never said that. I'm just a lawyer. Oh, wait. Does that make me a legal authority? Got a license. Just because I enjoy playing Final Fantasy more than I like reading evidence, structured approach, does not diminish the fact that I'm a licensed attorney, Brad. I'm an officer of the court. I just like this better. Especially on a Thursday night. Yeah, who the hell sent that thing? Oh, what? I thought I beat you. But two fire icons shooting fire at each other? I mean, I heard the dog crying.
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
Joshua! Stop it! Stop it! I swore I would protect him! Please! Please! Stop
Oh, he is just ravaging the crap out of my little bro. And hello, service. Oh, he bit his face.
Murderer. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
He said the F word. This is not your father's Final Fantasy. That's all I'm gonna say. They're demonetized. But that was an ugly turn of events. I guess that could be considered helpful from a certain point of view.
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain? Joshua was my world, and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
Is her mother? The mother was in on this shit? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm understanding that right.
Your Grace, over here.
Because she really loved that kid. I
The
can't...
rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
She's bad. She's part of this, and like her this because her love of that little kid was like the one thing.
Take this one.
It was her one redeeming quality, that she seemed to love her younger son.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Oh yeah, that's how you breed a loyal soldier. Put him through this. Jeez. Oh my god. That was all like the lead-in to the title screen. It's 4 hours. Holy shit. Um, 873. Okay, this is flashing back to the battle that started the game off.
Welcome back. Sorry.
Now he's got the slave brand on his face.
Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat.
Like a
hasn't
Persona
made things
opening.
any easier.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's. I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting.
After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Alright. A chance encounter. New iconic abilities. Scarlet Cyclone and Heat Wave for the Phoenix are now available for acquisition. Upgrade the abilities tab in the main menu. Don't forget that once acquired, new abilities must be equipped on the gear and icons tab. Okay. I think... Jeez, come on. Claiming redeemable items. I'm getting tired. I've had enough tutorials for one evening. Additional content is now available for redemption. These can be claimed from the system tab in the main menu. I think that's because I got the complete edition. It's probably special items. I'll look into that
How
later.
do they expect us to kill something that can do this?
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
Well, a lot of games are like that, where you're not necessarily still in the tutorial, but they still give you tutorial pop-ups. Like, as anytime, no matter how far into the game you are, anytime a new element is introduced, a tutorial window will pop up. So, I'm gonna guess now that the screen has popped up, I don't know what I would consider myself in a tutorial stage, but I will expect there will continue to be tutorial pop-ups. I am tired. I've been playing for 3.5 hours. Or streaming for 3.5 hours. I think it's time for me to wind things down. Ability sets. Okay, I don't want to learn anymore. It's late, you guys. Okay, tired of having to manually adjust your iconic ability set. I haven't done it once yet. Each time you want to use different abilities, did you know you can register up to 5 sets of iconic abilities via the Gear tab in the main menu? While on this tab, use left button or right button to cycle through the sets and customize them as you wish. Remember, you cannot edit or change sets while in combat. Okay. Alright, I just want to get over to the system menu. so that I cannot save the game? Alright, I guess I'm not quitting right now. Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy Remake, Rebirth, Devil May Cry 5 are the best combat games. I would agree, they do have some good combat in those games. Kingdom Hearts 2, okay. You're done learning. I just want it. I actually already ate my burritos. But I had them for before stream. But I am hungry too. Alright. So when can I save the game? I guess I'm going to keep running forward till they let me save the game. Then I'll stop playing. Can I save it yet? Yes! I had to climb up that little ridge, and now I can save the game. Alright, let's overwrite. And now we're going to return to desktop, because we're closing up shop. Unsaved data will be lost. I just saved, so it's not going to be a problem for me. Alright. Alright. We've had a steady 6 to 7 people here all evening. We'll have to assess by next week whether or not we think this is a good streaming game. Because I do feel like I spent a lot of time. It was more like we were watching a movie together, and I felt like I spent a lot of time just focused on what was happening on the screen so I didn't miss anything. It's not normally how I do my streams. That sounds really loud right now. Did you still find that was fun to watch, like, on a stream, Evie? Because you see what I'm saying. I feel like I had to ignore a lot of people until I had a chance to talk. Night, Joss! Thanks for watching. And good luck getting through your work tonight and every night. You don't watch, it was a different experience. I wonder what Brad thought about it, aside from that it wasn't evidence a structured approach. I wonder if Brad would want to see me stream it again next week. Or if he would prefer that I played Lord of the Rings Online. Which everyone seemed to be getting tired of, except for me. But, alright, you guys. It was better than most of the things I've been playing. Did you think that was better than Satisfactory, Brad? Because you seemed like you like factory games. And so that maybe Satisfactory was okay. Oh my god. I'm so sleepy. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Alright, so you actually like this better than... Even though I sit there and I watch cutscenes for half hour straight, you still like this better? I gotta admit, I'm enjoying this game a lot. And I don't mind that it's a bunch of cutscenes and then I fight and then it's more cutscenes. It's a change of pace from what I'm used to, but I'm enjoying the story and the characters and everything that's unfolding. So, I am liking this so far. Satisfactory kind of requires constant attention to know what's going on, though. Doesn't this, with the story going on in this, isn't that sort of also true? Like, following... And Satisfactory does require, like, concentration for me to figure out what I'm doing. It requires focus in a different way from the way this game requires focus. You can still enjoy the fights if you lose track of what is going on. With factory construction, it's easy to get lost. So you mean as a viewer, like when you're watching someone play Satisfactory? Whereas here it's just kind of like, hey, there's just a lot of spectacle going on. That's one thing that I've looked at quite a few reviews about this game since it was mixed. And pretty much every review I have watched has been people saying that they really liked it, but they understand that a lot of people were jarred by how different it was from other Final Fantasy games. But one thing that everyone agreed on was like it really nails spectacle. And I want to say that they worked with the people that did Platinum Games with regard to the combat. Are those the guys that do like some really fighty games like Bayonetta? I think is that a Platinum? Anyway, it's reminiscent a little bit of like Bayonetta combat. I streamed that one time. I'm usually not into that kind of game, but a lot of times also it's because the kind of game like the story and the characters aren't necessarily appealing to me. But this is Final Fantasy we're talking about here, so I'm all on board for that shit. And yeah, so I'll finish Final Fantasy 16, then we'll go back to Final Fantasy 14, right, Brad? Just do all the Final Fantasies. Bayonetta, I probably need to give another shot at some point, but it's been like 7 years since I played it. I played it a little bit. It was too combat-y for me, but I was starting to get hints of it like opening up a little bit. But it was like, I was feeling like that's kind of a weird game, but it seemed like it could be really cool. And I know a lot of people like it, but all right, you guys, I'm going to cut this off. I could yammer and gab all night long. Did you guys notice my shirt though? It's the Mos Eisley Cantina live music. And it's got a little thing down here saying, oh, it says no droids. Where our friends don't like you, and we don't like you either. It's from Star Wars, you guys. You remember the scene from Star Wars where he goes into the cantina and there's the one alien goes up to Luke Skywalker and he's like, rah, 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 rah. And then another guy at the bar goes, he doesn't like you. I don't like you either. And then they threaten to kill him and shit. Yeah. Hey, there's Nick. Did you say nice place for some jizz? No, Nick. That's not what the Mos Eisley Cantina is for. You mean jazz? Gila is a wanted man. He has the death sentence in Podol Plaza. Nick just surfaces. I don't think you haven't been here all night. Nick just surfaces to make some comment about getting jizz at the Mos Eisley Cantina. Hey, Joss was here, Nick. You could still see his comment up above. He came in for a little while. Oh my god, are you for reals? George Lucas called that music style jizz? Oh no. George. Oh, George. No, I feel like Nick is probably telling the truth. It seems like the sort of thing like George Lucas. I mean, did jizz always mean what it means? Or is that something the kids made up like in the last 10 years or something? I don't remember hearing people call things jizz back in like the 80s, but I was also a kid. But I don't know. He's like, yeah, the space aliens' blood is green and they don't play jazz, they play jizz because it's a special space type of music that's only in this universe that I created. Oh no! Okay, now I gotta look at it. He's jizz. It's Star Wars fandom looks pretty official. What's a genre of music? Jizz wailers? That's what the musicians are called, jizz wailers? Wait a minute. Was that a George Lucas thing? It says that jizz was first mentioned in canon in Star Wars Return of the Jedi Junior novelization, authored by writer Wyndham. Released in 2017. So wait a second. They coined this phrase in 2017. They knew what it meant. They didn't stumble into this. This wasn't like, oh, this wasn't a term that was coined yet. 2017, it definitely was. You gonna call the... All right. Is this for reals, Nick? I'm almost thinking this is all like a spoof article. Jizz Whalers? Are you for reals? No, I just have to paste that. I've got to paste that snippet. Jizz was a genre of music. Jizz Whalers were musicians who specialized in the genre. Maximilian Rebo and his band were popular Jizz Whalers. What the fuck, you guys? This looks like a real thing. All right, Nick, you got an extra few minutes. You got an extra few minutes out of me for bringing that up. They're Jizz Whalers. Yeah, that's what she was in, the gold bikini, because she had to look pretty for the Jizz Whalers. But it sounds like this is not something that George Lucas made up. This is something that, like, some author in 2017 who is writing a junior novelization of Star Wars Return of the Jedi just decided to come up with this lore. What was he thinking? What was he thinking? Jizz Whalers. You gotta be shitting me. Okay. That's crazy. All right. I've been trying to get off this stream for 10 minutes now. I'm just gonna do it. Here, I do the thing where I snap my fingers. Oh, wrong. Wrong one! Oh! Jeez, I'm getting really bad at streaming. Let's try this again. Boom! Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Brad Pritchard, Dixie, EV23, Matus. Maybe just tonight. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Yeah.